Planning to sell on Amazon in Japan? You've picked the right marketplace.
The opportunity in Japan is huge. The customer base is there.
You're tapping into a marketplace that traffics tens of millions of visitors each month.
Signing up for a Japan Seller Central is really easy.
If you go to the Inventory tab and then the Sell Globally, you'll see our global dashboard, and from there you can create your Japanese account.
Fortunately, you can use your existing credentials.
So you don't need to establish a Japanese entity or open a Japanese bank account.
You can use your US bank account, you can use your US business entity.
You cannot use the same name as your US or European account.
What I recommend our sellers to do is simply add Japan or JP at the end of their brand name.
The final step of registration is seller verification. This is just a fancy way of saying Amazon wants to verify who you are.
So you will need to upload PDF copies of your bank statement and your national ID, and don't forget both sides if you're using a driver's license.
What you don't want to do is submit the identity verification documents using the camera on your smartphone.
This will not be accepted. Seller verification requires for you to upload a scanned copy of your government ID.
After you've created the account, managing it should feel familiar.
There might be a few different features that are region-specific, but for the most part, the Seller Central you're used to is going to be the same in Japan.
The locations of inventory and sell globally, your settings are all basically the same.
The first time you navigate to Seller Central, it will be in Japanese, but all you need to do is identify the language switcher feature, choose English or whatever your preferred language is, and then every subsequent visit to Seller Central will be in your chosen language.
The fee structures for Japan are relatively the same as other marketplaces.
Some fees vary in Japan. For instance, FBA fees, referral fees, and long-term storage fees may be different.
What I do encourage sellers to do is to look up the exact fees for the categories that you're selling, because those fees may vary.
Now that you've finished creating the account, here's how to drive sales.
A common mistake that sellers make is they forget what they had to do to become successful in the US and in Europe.
You're going to want to focus on getting traffic to your products.
You need to invest in your business just like you did in the US and in the EU.
Your brand's brand new to the consumer over there, so it does take some time to kind of get that brand recognition going.
If you are a brand owner or you sell a product that's new to Japan, I would highly encourage you to use sponsored products in order to gain sales velocity.
It's time to expand to Japan.